is live. You can also go to the YouTube page. Let me see if it shows up there. It's not going to show up because we're.
Yeah, it's counting down like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Oh, because I changed the time. I changed the time to 12:30. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me see if I go here and go to my channel. Yeah, anytime in the video you hear my audio, just let me know.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Go here. Videos. Dun, 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 dun. I hate this new dashboard, bro. This new YouTube dashboard sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I gotta switch back to the old one, man. Let me skip. All right, here we go. So let's go live. I'm gonna end up deleting that one, so we can go here. All right, there goes the live one I have. Resume Hangouts on air. It's private. We about to go public right now. Shout out. You should be able to see me on the webpage as well if you go to my channel. You just have to mute that YouTube feed though.
Yes, I will.
So you can check and see who's in the building before we start. Usually people take a while to show up.
Yeah.
All right. Go here.
You can probably put on your Instagram.
Who's in the building before we start? Usually people take a. All right, so I'll mute me. All right. It's crazy how last time we did this, none of this stuff worked.
Yeah.
We had to do this off air.
I mean, it's trial and error, man. You have to just try and then see if it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me just get the chat to the side, and then I know there's gotta be a way to pop this chat out. You can tell I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie, y'all. So top chat, live chat, analytics, edit the video. We don't want to do that just yet. All right, man. We'll get the show on the road.
All right, man.
All right. What's poppin', homies? This is your boy Ballinonabudget, aka Frank Nitty. I'm in the building and I'm doing my very first podcast. Today's podcast is none other than the homie from across the pond in the Netherlands. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. Matter of fact, I'll let you say it. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. What's up? It's your boy Radio, R-E-D-A. You can spell it out how you want it, but you can call me Ray if you want. I'm from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. That's in Western Europe, like near Germany, Belgium, England. So yeah, man. I'm also a sneaker collector. I love collecting sneakers. I love looking at them. I'm a subscriber to Ballinonabudget also. So that's how I found out come through to his channel. And yeah, man, just sending out love to Big Frank for letting me on his podcast. I appreciate it, man. It's very it's the first time that I'm live on a YouTube channel, so it's very interesting to experience this.
Yeah, man. It's also my first time having a guest live on the YouTube channel because the last time I did. So give you a little context to this whole podcast. We have chat numerous times off YouTube, and we'll get into that later in the podcast. But he blessed me so much. I was like, yo, why not invite you? How can I show some gratitude? Why not invite you to a live chat or one-on-one with Red on a YouTube type podcast? We know they're very popular at the moment. So I was like, yo, let me have homie on. Matter of fact, he'll be my first guest, man. So we set this up and I went to go live and YouTube pulled the plug on me. They was like, nah, you can't go live. Now, we was probably like trying to figure out for at least 45 minutes to an hour in the dark room, trying to figure out what's going on. Long story short, it was an issue with YouTube. I wasn't the only one that's affected. I couldn't go live. They resolved the problem within 28 to 48 hours. So then I told him we'll just reschedule. But we still did the little podcast, but we just did it in the dark room. So it wasn't live. I do have that footage. But being new and a newbie, the audio sucked. So here we are live, doing it live. And we'll see how this spills over. Hopefully it's a good look for the both of us, man.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's working right now. So we are live.
Yeah.
I see myself with delay, so it's kind of like kind of new to see that. Yeah,
Man, you looking on the live chat?
I'm
the
looking
live
right
stream.
now. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kenneth.
I'm trying to see if anybody pulled up yet in the chat. Oh, Kenneth, yeah. I know I can pull this out. Let me see if I can pop. Oh, there you go. Pop out chat. I'm Gucci. So now I'm good. Pull that down. And also Red, Red, I'm gonna call you Red. I'm not even gonna
Sure.
I could do share screen. So if I need to show like a website or anything,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do, man.
Cool, man. That's nice, man.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to keep this podcast short. We're just not gonna be a 2-hour, 3-hour long podcast. We're gonna do 45 minutes to an hour. But I know when you have a conversation or you have a mutual type conversation, it can go into so many directions and next thing you know, it's 2 hours into it, and you're like, dang, we haven't talked about half the topics we want to talk about. So we're going to be mindful about this whole podcast, and hopefully we can keep it at a reasonable time limit.
Well, speaking of time, there's also a time difference right now. I'm in the European time zone, so right now it's like 6:35 a.m.
Wow.
And right now, what time is it there?
It is 12:35, man.
12:35 is also in the midnight. Yeah. So it's the September the 2nd, right?
Yeah, September the 2nd.
Man.
Yep.
14th September. Nice, man.
So yeah, September. So yeah, still September 2nd for y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. So let's get right into the meat and potatoes, man. You know why you're here, man. You are a sneaker enthusiast like myself. Matter of fact, the way we connect was, what was the first shoe? It was those Jordan 1s. He had a passion for Jordan 1s equally as I. And he reached out to me for those Kai. I'm gonna say K. Are they pronounced K or Kai? What's the pronunciation?
Some people say key. I call it Q54. So I don't think it's really that important to pronounce it well.
Yo, we gonna go with the foreigner perspective. Yeah. So you call it Q?
I think people say K54.
Okay.
Yeah.
K54.
It's a French competition, like from Paris. So
yeah.
I don't know how they pronounce the Q in French. So
I got you.
Maybe K54 or something. Yeah.
I will go with Q54,
yeah.
K54. I might go back and forth. I may say red A. I may say red. I may say whatever.
No problem, man.
So, yo, he reached out to me. He's like, yo, Frank, did you get those K54s? The ones. I'm like, nah. He goes, man, they're sitting overseas. I think it was 129 euros, right?
Because he said, I managed to get it with discount, man. I had like a 20% off discount on the website. So I was like, you know what? Let me help out the homie, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So I've been following you. Maybe I don't know how many subscribers you had back then. Probably 4K and I was like, let me just help out this brother, man. Like, it's cool to share this, and sizes are sitting in Europe, and I heard in America it was only 2 locations, probably.
I can't remember that far back. If any, it was like maybe Sneakers app, and that's all I can remember. That's the only where I would have access to them, anyways.
Yeah, Sneakers app, but there were also 2 locations, probably in the East Coast and probably one in the West Coast. But it was really difficult to get it. So that's why I was like, you know what, let's just share it, man. If it's just sitting here, so why not share it?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it. I still have that in my collection, and it's still DS. I haven't rocked them yet.
Yeah,
Have you
man.
rocked yours?
I've rocked mine, man.
You
On
did?
my trip to California last year, so I was like, let's just wear it, man.
Yeah.
Got the cap with it. I got the T-shirt with it. So I'm like, let's just do it in that style, man.
Got it. Got it. So let me ask you another question. Since we're on topic of Jordan 1s, right? Let's
Yeah, yeah.
pop it off with the one and only, the shoe that we're both passionate about. Do you remember your first Jordan 1 purchase?
The first Jordan 1 was the David Letterman's.
What?
That was the first one. Yeah, man.
So you got the
So
David
the
Lettermans.
David Letterman, man.
Letterman 1s, bro.
Yeah, Letterman ones.
Them things sat over here like ducks.
They did. They did. They did. I mean, it kind of sold out here, man. They did bring it out back with discount on the website, but I was like, first I had a Jordan 1 mid, which kind of looks like the red blue one. I think it kind of looked like the Nike SB Jordan 1, the one that you can scratch off.
Yeah, the
The one
Lance
in black.
joints.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. So first I bought that one, but it was a mid, so I was like, nah, the quality of the leather is not that great. So that's why when I was like, you know what, let me just get my first Jordan 1 on the website, and it just released David Letterman, and I like the story behind it, like when he went on David Letterman to get interviewed, but it was the same color of the jacket that he was wearing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or the sweater,
It was
and
like a jump. It was like a jumpsuit. It was weird.
yeah, pretty weird color. Yeah, in the 80s you could have worn that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's but the inside of the sole looked very cool, man. It's like the mic on air, and I like the double meaning of that on air. So it's pretty cool. So I was
You know
like, let me
what?
just rock them.
I've never thought about that double meaning. Mike on air. I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he is on air, so
Yeah.
yeah, so that's
Never
pretty
thought
cool.
about that, man. But don't feel bad. I bought those shoes day one too, man.
Yeah,
That was like a day one
cool.
purchase for me.
Yeah, man. I
And I
I,
still
I don't regret it, man.
nah.
Yeah,
And obviously you have grown. Your shoe collection have matured from the day
yep,
the Lettermans, man. I see some joints behind you like
yeah, man.
I don't even
Yeah,
have,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man. Got some girls, man.
You got those cheddar ones, the Vinchettas.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even got those joints.
Let me take them out. Yeah, man. I haven't worn them yet, but I managed to find it for a good price. Um, yeah, man. These are waiting to be worn.
That's
Still
what's up.
DS. Yeah, man. This is. I think I bought it from someone in the UK, so I was like, he sent it to me.
That's what's
Took
up.
took a couple of days to send, but yeah, man. Got the extra shoelaces. Well, I don't have now. Just one shoelace, right?
Speaking of days, man, let's
Yeah.
talk about the shipping process to get a pair of shoes. So
Yep.
the
Yep.
homie hooked me up with not only one pair of shoes, not two pairs of shoes, but 3 pairs of shoes that was Oversea releases. We talked about the Air Jordan 1, the K54s. Then the second pair of shoe he hooked me up was the free throw lines, man. Y'all remember
Free throw
the
lines.
Air
Yes.
Jordan
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
free throws.
Exactly.
That was a blessed moment because I remember you copped them and you was like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. This is size 10.
Yeah.
I couldn't get your size. I was like, no problem. And then you
Yeah.
was like,
Size 11 to be correct.
what was it?
Size 11. It was a
Yeah.
size 11. Yeah.
Size 11. What size do you
Yeah,
wear?
man.
10 and a half?
I
10?
wear 10. I wear 10.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. So he was like, man, you want if you, yeah, they're yours if you want them. I was like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm about to go sneaker con in a month and a half. Let me get them and I'll just do a size swap when I get the sneaker con.
Nice, man.
Which he did. But the shipping, the wow.
Yeah.
So
It takes
to
a long
deliver
time.
from, and you have to explain this better than I can, but to deliver from, I hate to say the word DHL.
Yeah, DHL, exactly.
DHL
Yeah.
from Germany to Florida, the United States. You know what? We have a port here in Florida, which is in Miami, which is further south, which is closer to me. But I noticed when I don't know if they come by plane, but they go to like Detroit. Then they make their way down south.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know how that pans out. I don't know if it's because it's closer or whatever the case is, but it takes at least 2, maybe 3 weeks tops just to get the shoes.
You have to be patient, man. It's like I ship it out. It's a German company, by the way. So I ship it out, and then I think it first goes from Netherlands to to Germany,
Yeah.
and then it stays there for a couple of days, maybe a week, and then it gets with the airplane, it gets shipped out, and then it gets stuck in customs.
Oh yeah, that's another
Yeah,
one.
and that also takes a lot of time, and then
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, you have to be really patient.
You do. Which I
Yeah,
am, because without you I won't get the shoes anyways, right? So it's either not having it or wait 3 weeks.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's kind of worrying because sometimes they don't update it, and you don't know if the shoe is isn't
You know what?
isn't lost or anything.
With me, when I make a purchase,
Hmm.
I just like to be surprised, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't harass the apps. I do got shipping delivery apps. It's cool to know that you have
yeah,
multiple shipping, and you can always check.
yes,
But when it's
yeah,
sneakers, it's like, well, Nike is like it's like a system already. If I
yeah,
order on Saturday, I'm gonna get it Tuesday or Wednesday. So
yes,
it's a system set up for that.
exactly.
Other spots, it takes usually 7 days. Every other company, or like Foot Locker, your Finish Line, they cheap on shipping. So you're looking at
Yeah,
7 days before you even get it
exactly.
to the door.
Yeah, that's pretty long. Yeah, it's the same here also.
Oh
Like
no, you get your shoes quick. So
with
I
Nike they do. Yeah, Nike they do.
you
Like
get your
if
shoes
you
quick.
yeah if you manage to get a W on the sneakers app for a Nike shoe, then usually they ship it out. Like let's say it's Saturday, you get the shoe about like Monday or Tuesday. So it's pretty fast actually. But I mean, if you look at every box, and I can tell you right now, let me just get a box right here. Every box on the behind, well, mostly every box. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Let me just get one shoe right now, real quick. So these are the free throw lines. But if you read right here, I don't know if you can read it.
Nike.
Those are the locations of the Nike. Let me just read it out loud.
Sure.
There's one Barrowman Drive, so there's a Beaverton, Oregon, of course.
Yep. United
And there's
States.
another one which is Nike European Operations in Netherlands. So I
Oh.
think there's a connection right here, man.
Oh.
They have they got a like a headquarters in Netherlands, and I got an invite to go there, like to there's basically like a factory slash employee store
Hmm.
over there. So if you get an invite, you can go there and basically shop there and then get some stuff for cheap, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
that's
I think
dope.
that's I think that's the reason why it's kind of like very fast. Yeah, man.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
So give you a little geographic education where I stay opposed to where Beaverton is at. I live in
Hmm.
Florida, so I'm on the far east coast. Oregon is on the far west coast.
Yeah.
But when Nike shipped their shoes, it comes from Memphis, which is further north from me.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. Memphis,
Memphis,
Tennessee.
yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I want to say it's maybe a 15-hour drive, probably less, maybe 10 to 15-hour drive between that time.
That's
And I
cool,
had
man.
someone who hit me up today.
Yeah.
He works there. And
Cool.
I had plans to go into the Memphis employee store. So there's an employee store in Memphis,
Oh, that's
the
cool, man.
employee store in Oregon. I want to go to
Yeah.
the Oregon, but I didn't know about Memphis. So now I gotta hit both of them up. So hopefully this year I'm gonna take a road trip and go up
Cool,
there,
man.
man.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
Oh yeah, I got
Nice,
blogging.
man.
My
Yeah,
goal
man.
is to blog every
Yeah.
Nike outlet. That might be a
Cool,
goal for
man.
2019.
Yeah.
Blog
Well, you.
every Nike outlet possible, man. Florida is almost a wrap. I think I've been
Yeah.
to like 80% of the Nike spots here in
That's cool,
Florida.
man. Well, that's gonna be probably then one like the first year that you're gonna do every outlet.
Hmm.
But maybe in the future, if you're in Europe, then
Ah,
you can do the one in Europe, man.
most
Have a
def.
look and see what the difference is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I know what the difference is. That damn price, the euro.
Yep,
That's
the
the
euro,
difference.
man. Yeah, the euro is pretty strong right now, man.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
remember back in the day, man, like back in the 90s. I mean, we didn't have euros. I think they started with the euros back in 2002. But before that, we had the Dutch guilders, and then you had in France they had the francs, uh, double meaning,
Yeah, yeah.
and they had the Belgium is also a different currency, and then the German mark. Deutsche Mark. So those were all like their own currency, and then they decided to connect. Uh, but England was smart not to go through with it, so they stayed with their own pound. But back in the day, man, a dollar was pretty expensive, man. So I remember having friends. They were ordering stuff from America. I'm talking about the '90s,
Yeah.
like those NBA jerseys. They were pretty expensive, man, to compare it with it. So yeah, that's what I remember from back in the day. But you can see how expensive everything gets, man, over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, because we can even date back to Jordans, right? Remember, the Jordans was $84 back in '84.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, man.
deliberate. 1984, $84. It started with that price point, and then it went to 100. Late in the '80s, and then
Yeah.
'90s, it just took off. Like
Yeah.
everything was over $100. People was going absurd. Like, what? Parents was like, I'm not spending $100 and something. Even Barclays, it wasn't just Jordans, man. I remember Barclays was $180 for those 180s, man. And then Foam Posits was a whole different ball game. That took it to another stratosphere.
Those are still expensive, man. The foam
Very,
posits.
very. The pumps was $200 with D Brown.
Yeah.
Don't do it that. So
Yeah.
the '90s, and then now Iverson shoes were $100 when he first joined the league. So
Yeah.
now is the norm now, right? It's like
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm looking behind you, man. You got a few shoes that I could
Yeah.
talk about. You got those
Sure.
Felines Grant Hills, man. I remember
man.
those shoes, the all black joints. You rock those casually?
I've rocked them once on my birthday. It's almost my birthday. I think I'm gonna rock them again. Yeah, man. These ones are. I'll be searching for these, man. These came from the United States. I was. You remember the Tupac CD, All Eyes on Me?
All eyes on me.
Yeah, man. In the booklet, he was wearing this shoe, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So he probably had like a deal with Grant Hill back in the day. Like
Actually, Tupac, I think, was it you that told me? Tupac always promotes a pair like Karkanai. He was a big promoter
he
for that.
helped him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it for free, actually. That's the
Yeah.
whole
I think it
story
was you
about
that
it,
told
man.
me that.
Yeah,
But I
Karl
remember
Kani.
him vividly wearing Carcanal a lot.
Yeah, and Jordans. He also wore the Jordan 9, I think. I think the Space Jam one, the Jordan 9.
Oh,
He
okay.
was wearing that on the picture. I think he was wearing.
Was Tupac alive when Jordan 9 came out?
Yeah, of course, man. Jordan 9 was back in.
97. Tupac died in 96.
No, I can remember vividly. He was wearing the Jordan like this shoe, like not this shoe, in another the colorway, of course.
Huh. I looked
Yeah,
that
man.
up. I didn't. That's news to me. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Anybody in
man.
the chat knows that? Somebody in the chat asked him get his email, his number, because I told him you're my overseas connect. They assume that you are like a plug. He's
Yeah, I'm
not a
not. I'm
plug.
not really plug.
He just looks out for your boy,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's a personal relationship. It had nothing to do with making money or
Yeah.
getting shoes in abundance.
If I'm able to get something for my homie Frank, then I'll try it, man.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Increasing our chances.
I win it. Yes. And speaking of that, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about today's drop because we both do the exact same thing. But let's talk about the other shoe behind those Grand Hills, man. So as a favor, homie, do look out for me. But when he needs something, I'm most definitely open arms, man. So those shoes, those green, what they call? I forget.
The clay greens.
The clay greens.
Yeah, man.
So he was like, hey, I need those. And I don't know if y'all watched that vlog, but I remember my wife wanted to go to the movies. There was a plethora of shoes when I went there that morning to pick up my pair. I got my pair. I was hitting him up. He was working, so apparently he didn't get the message until later. And I already went to Gainesville to get my blue pair, and I was coming back. My wife wanted to watch the Infinity. Was it Infinity Wars? Yeah, it was that movie.
I think it was that, yeah.
So that movie, we was about to watch it the other night, me and her, and the movie was 3 hours and 45 minutes long. I was like,
pretty long, man.
I'm not doing that. So that's how long we was in the theater. So his shoe was sitting in that store in Jimmy Jazz for 3 hours before I can, because it's literally across the street, bro. It was literally across the street, and I was like, I gotta get him after I leave this movie. So we left the movie. I dart over there. They said sold out. And then I looked on the
Yeah,
mannequin. There was one shoe left on the mannequin. So what size is that? It was his
it's a
size.
size 10. Yeah, man.
That shoe he said you got in the background came off a mannequin, man.
Yeah, man.
But we got it. You know what I'm saying? I did what I could to give him the shoe, man.
I'm
As much
really
as
happy.
look out, I had to show him some love, man.
Thanks for the love, man. Thanks. Really, I have a deep connection with olive colors, man. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
my roots is Moroccan, and we have a lot of olive trees over there. So, when I'm there, I smell the olive, the olive scent,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of connection with me, man, with olives. So that's why the color, man. That's why I loved it.
Got it. And I see you got those ochre yellows in the background
Yep,
too. I remember you copping those. Oh, you got them on the sneaker app as well, right?
yep. The mustards, man.
Yeah, the mustards. So he copped this pair, and I remember he texted me that morning. He goes, "Yo, when you wake up, I got some great news for you."
Yeah, man.
And I woke up. He's like, "Yo, I got you your pair." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Man,
man. Got a
that was a
W
blessing."
on the Nike app, which I don't always get. By the way, those free throw lines. It was basically a surprise drop. I saw it on Twitter, like, hey, you have to scratch on that on
Yeah,
the shoe, on the
yeah,
black cement shoe, and then it turns to the free throw lines. So it shows the video, and then you can cop it. So I was like, let me use another account and see
yeah.
if I can cop that. That's why I managed to cop well, not your size, but a
A
size
size.
bigger than mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So that's cool, man. Yeah, man.
that's
It's
dope, man.
basically luck. It comes down to luck, man.
Yeah, it does. It does,
Yeah,
man. I was on there today. They the AWABs, is it AWABs? The Vogue
yeah,
threes. I went on
exactly.
there.
The tier one,
And
two,
it
and threes.
required
Yeah.
a picture. And I didn't know where to get the picture from, so I struck out. Well, my wife struck out because that would have been
Oh,
her
yeah.
shoe.
Yeah. It's more like a female shoe, right?
It is
Or it's
definitely
a
a
male.
female shoe.
Yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah. Something with Vogue or something like
Yeah.
magazine, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
speaking of today, man, it's striking out, bro. Man, I had all intentions I was gonna get up. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to the Nike outlet early today,
Yeah.
right? It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's Labor Day. There's gonna be a lot of sales. I get up early. I'm gonna do it. And I was like, oh, the Nigel Sylvesters are coming out today too. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't get done editing the video until late last night. So that Nike outlet video you guys watched today, I took a couple time. I had to split that video up into two because it was so long. So I went to sleep and I was dead tired. I woke up with that alarm and I was like, man, I'm not getting up to do that. But I would get up for the Nigels. And I did get up and I didn't cross my mind to say, you need to get your acting gear and get ready to submit your L. At least I wish I had a chance to get in the game. I didn't even get in the game. I didn't even get on the court. I didn't even get dressed out to play. I was
Yeah.
dead tired. I went right back to sleep and I missed it. So I missed that whole drop completely, man.
The same with me, man. I overslept. I overslept. I put my alarm. I woke up for a couple of minutes. I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get ready. I need to log in and check, make sure I'm all ready, set to go. But no, I fell back asleep, man. So I woke up like 10 to 15 minutes later, man. And I was like, oh,
Damn, same.
it was sold out. It was sold out. So I was like, too bad, man. So I tried like a couple of hours later on the American sneakers app. I
Mhm.
managed to get. I mean, it's like I have a American Apple ID also, so I managed to download that app. Sometimes I get my luck, man. But
Yeah.
this time I didn't. It was sold out in a couple of minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. I wish I was able to participate. I didn't even get to take that
yeah.
out. But you know what? I'm not bitter.
Hmm.
I'm not mad. I'm
Hmm.
not upset
Yeah,
that I didn't win. It didn't bother me. It was like, I love my Jordan ones. I'm sure you probably
yeah.
equally
Of course, man.
equally with how I
Yeah.
favor these shoes. So I didn't feel any kind of way. I really did. Now, if it was like the
No.
red ones or the shadows, I know you're a fan
Yeah.
of the shadows. You
Yeah.
may feel a little bit like resale,
Yeah.
X
Yeah.
stock X. Me,
Man.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't too much.
Yeah, man. We already got a good W, man. I mean, I managed to get the off-white, the UNC colorway, man. I'm really happy with that. But it was on the American app, so it got sent out to California, and that's where I'm gonna pick it up.
Oh,
Not long from
oh,
now. So
congrats. I
yeah,
didn't know
man.
you won
Thanks,
those.
man. Yeah, I did, man.
That's
Just
what's
a
up.
surprise drop. I was on my way back home. I mean, from home from work. So I was like, hey, there's an update. It was on the J23 app. Well, okay, go look on the website. You can, there's a secret drop. So I went and I took a W, man. So I was really excited, man. I'm like, hey, finally managed to get it off white.
Yeah, right. We all need one in our collection, man. Especially it's good to
Exactly.
have the one we love. We love the Air
Yeah,
Jordan 1.
it's really good, man. Yeah,
Yo, salute to Goosh 305. If you're from 305, I'm assuming you're from Miami. So you probably in my neck of the woods. He got the he won the Nigel ones today. So
cool,
salute to
man.
him. So he
Yeah,
got
man.
shipping email.
Congrats, bro.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, man.
We talked about the ones, man. We both have the same passion about the ones, man. So we're gonna before we wrap it up with the ones, what do you think about those the court purple ones dropping and the pine green joints? Is that a must-have or just like
Whew.
another Nigel one, like whatever?
Man, those pine greens, man. They're calling my name.
I hear you.
Really, I'm gonna
How
try to
many
get it.
how many pairs are calling your name though?
Well, if I can get 2 pairs, man, I'm gonna be happy. But I know it's gonna be very limited, or I don't know. I ain't got no inside information,
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
the headquarters in the
Disclaimer.
Netherlands.
Disclaimer.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah,
work for Nike. He doesn't know.
yeah, yeah. I don't know anything about pre production or stuff like that. So the pine greens looks a lot like the Brettos. No, not the Brettos. Yeah, it's the Brettos, right?
Which ones?
The pine greens. It has the green toe box. So a lot of people it reminds them to the Brettos.
Just different colorway?
Yeah, just a different colorway, just in green. So everything except the what is red is green.
Hmm.
So I think that's why it's going to be very hyped. It's going to be more popular, in my opinion, than the purple one.
The green ones?
Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
I do
I need
think.
both pairs though.
Yeah,
I
to
don't care if
combine
this
it.
is
Yeah,
hype.
yeah,
I don't care if this sit.
yeah.
Just like those hyper royals.
Hmm.
Those things are
Yeah.
sitting right now. I can get them for 125. I already got me one pair. I got my pair for the low 115.
I also got a discount, man. Yeah,
I want to get a second pair though, because that's a
yeah,
shoe. Next year, this time of next year, people's like, man, I wish if I can get three,
exactly.
if I can get a handful of them for $100,
Yeah,
I'll probably buy 5 pairs. Because that's
yeah,
gonna be a
but
shoe that somebody's gonna want. And here, before you guys think I'm gonna cop them
yeah.
for resale, let me just put a disclaimer out there. I actually did a video. I put the shoes up, but I got a video calling. It's called
Hmm.
my video. I just shot it yesterday. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
out for a week, man. I've been working on it. I talked about all the double up pairs I have, and if there's a reason to double up. In the
Mm.
last couple of months, I was talking about there's no need to. You got all these shoes, and you're not gonna get a chance to wear them. But then I actually thought insightfully about the actual purpose of having more than one pair of the exact same shoe. And there's so many reasons on why is one, it could be important. Two, it could be an investment. Depends how whatever angle you want to look at it.
Yeah.
So my angle is all the above. I'm looking at the fact that I love the quality of Jordan 1 shoes. So if a pair mess up, I have a second pair. I love the fact that these shoes can inherently go up in value. So what could have been $70 in a Nike outlet can now turn $400 as trade bait in the future for a new release shoe that I lucked out on. And then third, for monetary value, if you want to turn around and sell it and gain profit, you can do so. So that's why I have a price point on what I would pay and the amount of quantity. So those hyper royals, y'all keep sleeping on them. And I'm gonna cop at least 4 or 5 pairs I can find for $100 a piece.
Yeah, I think they might hit the outlet.
I hope they do.
If
You
they
know,
do, man, try to get as much pairs, man. I
oh,
mean,
you know I'll be there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll be
I
there. So
mean,
y'all can hit me up in a year from now. I'm like, yo, Frankie,
yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, those shoes are nice, man. Really, I don't know why people are not getting those shoes. I mean, or they produced a lot of those shoes. But hey, those shoes they remind me of this one, man.
Ah, you're gonna have to do it, bro.
I'm
Man,
gonna have
put
to
that
sorry,
shoe
man.
back, bro.
I'll put it back. All right.
Put that shoe back. Now go
Let's
ahead,
end this.
show the
Let's
people.
end
Show
this.
the people.
Let's cancel the whole live stream, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Now show the
Yeah.
people. Show the people,
All
man.
right, man.
I ain't gonna do that to you. Don't
Yeah.
show me out my podcast. My first podcast, you gotta
Yeah.
show me out.
This one, man.
Whew. I need those. I need
Hyper red, right? Or
gym
what is
rats.
it called? Gym red. Yeah. Man, these man. These remind me, of course, this one have the suede on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good quality. I managed to get this very near this that stock. Also the same guy actually from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I got the game rolls. No, not the game rolls. The hyper royals to combine it. Let me get it real quick, all right?
Sure, sure.
It's in one of these boxes right here. Let
Man.
me see where it
You know,
is.
he got the gym reds, man. So proactively, he is looking for a pair for me. These shoes released, I want to say 2012 overseas. It was an overseas release only. And so you
I
probably
think
see
it
more
was, yeah.
pairs
Yeah.
in his area of the world than you would here in the States. These shoes hit for about 400 or 500 in the States, but you know, ball on the budget is not going to pay that. It goes against everything that I stand for on YouTube.
Yeah.
All on the budget. So
I'm gonna keep on the lookout, man, for a shoe. If I can find something in Europe for you, man, then I'll try to get it.
most definitely.
That's why, man. I'm keeping look. You know, I'm also a member of some Facebook groups.
Woo.
I think I'm gonna rock them like these, man. Like this,
You
this
could.
way.
You could
Just
pull that
switch
off
up the
too.
red shoes, man. I don't care, man.
Yo, they'll be what? Paris colors, right? Because Paris is red, white,
Yeah.
blue.
Or Netherlands. Netherlands also
Netherlands
has this
colors?
flag.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Netherlands is like red. It's like a horizontal, red, white, blue.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So these are nice, man.
I know. You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me.
Yeah, and I found a way. Found another shoe while I was searching. These are still dead stock, but these remind me also of the same of
Woo.
the.
Yes, they do. I think those are actually closer
Yeah.
that as far as aesthetic, because you have the hyper royal and you have the yellow in the same areas, and it's suede.
Yeah.
Gym reds. So I would say those Laneys are the closest resemblance. The only way I don't like about the Laneys is how they're cut. There's more of a box shaped cup on the Laneys
Yeah.
than it is with the other ones. But then you can nitpick too. You can say the 2014 joints, the black and white, those actually resemble more of a mid than a OG high.
That's true.
The brand was all over the place when it was
Yeah.
these shoes from 2012 to now what we currently have, man.
Yeah. I do also notice like those older pairs, like that got released like back in 2013 up until 2015.
Yep.
It fits kind of snug, man, and it's the same size. So I think it feels like a 9.5 to me. I wear a size 10.
Yeah, they do fit
It's kind
small.
of snug, so I have to either wear dress socks for this, or else my toe is not going to be very happy at the end of the day. I got a big toe, so that's why it's like kind of pushing to the front.
Got it.
Yeah, man.
How often do you? I mean, I don't know. This is a silly question, but I know a lot of people that look at behind us or look behind me like, "You have shoes? Do you wear them?" Now, realistically, I would like, but that's not the case. So you wear them when you can, when you can. How often do you wear your shoes? Do you have your go-tos where it's like, okay, if it rains 4 days in a row, are you still swapping out shoes, or is it like you stick to your rainy day shoes?
Yeah, I can wear what I'm feeling like. I know it's kind of strange. Some pairs I don't really want to on that stock now yet. I'm just looking for the right moment. I don't know if you guys sneakerheads kind of have the same feeling about it, but yeah, I mean, if I'm in a good mood and I'm like, you know what, let me just flex. I'll just wear this today. You know, if I want to. It depends, of course, on what kind of clothes I'm wearing that day.
I hear you, man. Same, man. I do have some Jordan 1s rainy days, man. I got those Dover Markets. If that raining and I want to flex, I throw those.
Yeah. Like Cyber Mondays, or those are like beat up shoes.
Now I won't wear those in the. I haven't rocked those yet, though, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did, man. I beat them up really good. So
you did?
like, yeah, man. I like doing that actually to shoes. Like just wear them to the ground, man. Like that's what they're made for, man.
Yeah.
I think in a couple of years, if you leave them like this for a couple of years, I mean, I'm talking about like 5, 6 years. I think the glue might come off, and you'd be like, no, why didn't I wear it in those times?
Yeah.
It's basically it's material. So
it is, man. It's like having a car, right? If you don't start your car in 2 years, battery's dead, your tires dry rot.
Exactly.
You gotta move it. So shoes need to be worn, so the adhesiveness and stretch. versus freaking fall like get hard over years and just crumble when you do
Yeah,
decide
man.
to wear them.
Yeah. So I do think like if you're planning not to wear it for the, if you don't see yourself wearing these shoes, then you might as well sell them, and sell them, and save up for a grill that you really like wanted for years. I think that would be a good thing to do.
Makes sense. Here's another thought, and I bring you right into my brain. Grills. What do grills mean? What do really? Because we get it. We know the
Yeah,
consensus of everybody use the
yeah,
analogy grill.
yeah,
That means like, oh, a shoe that I really, really want. Oh, a shoe. Here's the thing. The OVOs comes out early. Let's say OVOs come out next month. We didn't get them.
mm,
The
yeah,
Sylvesters came out today. We didn't get them. We want them.
yeah,
I'm sure if
mm,
we had the opportunity between that and another shoe that we really want, and the
yeah,
price, let's say we can get this for retail, the Sylvesters, and we can get the whatever shoe we care for that we've been looking for. If we have to pay resale, we're gonna get the Nigels because it makes sense, right? It's just cheaper.
mm,
So it really
yeah,
can't be a grill if it's something that you would just, oh, I'm not gonna pay resale. I'd rather get the retail pair. That's obvious. You get the shoe that is
yeah,
highly anticipated, or are you care to have, right now over a shoe that you care to have of all time. I'm guilty of it.
yeah,
There's just a few shoes I want right now. Actually, I could think of three: the Levi fours, the
mm,
Space Jam with the 45 that came out 2 years ago. I
yeah.
didn't cop that shoe. And what was the third? The third, I really want to get the track reds, or is it track reds? The one that came the 4-pack? The one
This
that
one
came
you mean?
overseas? Those.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
track
this one.
reds?
These are the track reds. Yeah,
Okay. So those. So I'm debating,
yeah,
right? They're not grills. They're just
mm,
must-haves. And I'm
yeah.
looking
Must
down at my
haves
list,
exactly.
like a lot of shoes are must-have. So what puts a
Mm,
grill over a must-have? Because if the price is right, you're gonna choose a must-have over allegedly
yeah,
grill. So what's your logic behind
yeah. For me, it's kind of like the
grills?
shoe that. I mean, when you see it like on YouTube, or the shoe that you know like let's say you're on the street and you see someone wearing it, and you'll be like, oh damn, man, it really hurts my feelings that I didn't get it, man, that didn't manage to get it. To me, it's the Chicago ones. For me, that's really the grill, and I really need to have those shoes,
I
man.
need to too.
Yeah, man. It's because I like the way how it looks, man, the white and the red and the combination. So to me, that's like, to complete the pack. For me, that's already like a void that I need to fill. So to me, that's the grill. Um, let's
So
say,
we'll stop right
yeah,
there. We'll
yeah,
stop
sure,
right there. We'll, we'll
sure,
we'll
sure, sure.
we'll expound on that. So your
Yeah,
Chicago one is your grill, right?
yeah,
That's the shoe you want right now of any shoe in your collection.
yeah.
Besides the Chicago one, is there any other shoe that you want? Doesn't have to be up high, but a shoe that you want right now. Like let's say those Nigel
Hmm.
Sylvesters that dropped today. Do you really
Yeah,
want those shoes?
I like them. I
Okay.
like how they look.
All right. So
I like the way how they like manufactured, or the way
not
they
in
look. Yeah,
distress,
yeah,
not
exactly.
warm. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's pick a better shoe than that, since that's a maybe. Because to me, it was a maybe either. It wasn't like nothing like
Yeah.
a must have,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
what's a must have on your list?
Well, of course, the Chicago ones, and I think the Master 12s.
The Master 12s, you like those?
Yeah, I like those, man.
Okay. All right, we
Yeah,
use
man.
that. We go with your two examples.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got the Chicago ones, which is
Yes.
grill status, and
Hmm.
we got the Master 12s.
Yeah.
Realistically, realistically, we know, I'm not saying it's not possible. I've seen Jordan Brand do crazy things. We
Yeah.
know, hypothetically, the Jordan 1 Chicago's is not going to restock. Period. That shoe came, sailed, went, landed, it's gone. The Master
Hmm.
12 is only 2 years old, and it's 2 years old, 2 years and maybe
Yeah.
a couple months. There's a high probability if a new Chic opens up, I don't know, a new trophy room opens up. You know how Jordan always restocks the new location with old shoes.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
usually go as far back as 2 years. So you'll see it's a high probability you see a remastered 12. So my
That's
point
cool.
is this. You can pull up to that store and someone outside is selling a Jordan 1, your grill, for $400. let's say $100 off of resale value, because them things
Yeah,
going for like 5 or 6. Let's say 100,
yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah,
100 is. Let's say 4 or 5, argument's sake. You have the ability to buy it for $100 discount then,
yeah.
versus walking into the store and get that Master 12 for retail. What do you do?
I'll get the retail one, man.
You would. So that's
Yeah,
that's my point. Because
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's a must-have. It's like
yes,
something I really want.
exactly.
The only difference that's stopping anyone from getting their must-haves is the value.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
unless you're willing to pay more for a shoe,
yeah,
regardless of whatever shoe's in front of you, then that is a shoe you really want. Because there's a lot of shoes that I really want, but if I
mm.
see shoes cheaper that's in
Yeah,
front of me, I'm gonna cop those before I allegedly cop my grill. So that's why I'm
exactly.
like, I wonder if grills are really grills, because if anyone can get any shoe they want, they will go and get it. But if there's shoes that's valued in their opinion and they can get it as a reasonable price, they're more likely take the more reasonable than the higher value. It just make economical sense to me. That's why I can't consider a grill is beyond without, what I'm saying? Like I'll trade my whole collection for it. I don't think there's no such thing as a grill in that sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true in that point of view. Um, there's also this, like when you have the availability to get a shoe, and it's not that limited. Then I think a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna get it. And let me explain that. The moment when people see something's going to be limited and the chances of copying that shoe is slim,
Mm-hmm.
and they know it's gonna sell out, so the fear of missing out, that's the reason why people buy those shoes.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think, yeah, I think that's the yeah, that's what I think about it. It's like people don't want to miss out, like in a couple of
Uh,
years, like you're gonna be like, oh
FOMO.
damn, why didn't I get it? Yeah.
I have that FOMO now. Now, to be fair, FOMO is real. FOMO
Mm.
happens in multiple sectors, whether it's a
Yeah,
sneaker sector, whether in technology, whatever it is, man. People want to be the first to everything.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So you definitely see that, and you have to battle yourself. You have to understand what your interest is. I remember when I first started doing Nike outlets on camera, because I've been doing Nike outlets for a lot longer than what you
yeah,
guys see on camera. But I remember I came across of Janowski's for $29. I went crazy. I was like, yo, it's $29. I gotta have it. Fast forward 2 years later. Ask me how many times I wore them shoes. I was
yeah,
more caught up in the value of the shoe than actually the shoe of me rocking them, right? So we all get caught up in the hype. So I had to kind of like will myself back into focus on the shoes that you will really want. Price I
yeah,
get. If it's affordable, granted. Like I said, I did a video about double ups, and there's 3 categories that double ups does meet. And like I said, pricing was one of them.
yeah,
Trade bait is another, and then the fact of having more than one in case one gets ruined. But
exactly.
when you buy shoes that you don't care about, you know what I'm saying? There's multiple reasons. One, we're in a hype that we gotta get everything, and that's lead to abundance of shoes that no one care to have. And then
Mm.
secondly, the price too. You see a price like, yo, this is a dope price. I gotta have it. And you cop that shoe, and then you're like, man, I didn't even need this shit. I could have I could have took that money, save it, and then put it towards another shoe that I really would want more than that. Because that
Yeah,
Janowski shoe that I bought, I forgot. I think I give it away. I know I don't rock it. I haven't rocked it in years. I
yeah,
think I rocked it a handful of times. And it was so pointless of me buying that shoe. So that's when I realized. But you need that though to make you realize what your purpose is in collecting. And if
yeah.
you are a collector, if you're one of those who wear the shoes, then
I
um,
agree. When I started my sneaker collection, I didn't know my taste yet. So I
yeah,
was like, let me try this brand, let me try this one, let's try, and then from that moment on, I was like, okay, actually, I don't really feel I don't like feel like rocking that shoe. So I was like, let me just sell it and then get something else. And that's when I discovered the Jordan ones. And to me, actually, I'm not that long in the game. I mean, uh, I got introduced with the Jordan 1 to me. That was when I saw the cover of the J. Cole cover, the Forest Hill Drive. He
Mhm.
was wearing the Jordan 1. I think do you know which one it was? It was that red green. No, not the red green. It was, let me see if I have it here.
What was this again? What model?
The Jordan 1, and let me see. Let me find it on the iPad.
Are you talking about the
Griffins?
Celtic
No,
colorway? I forgot what they call.
something like Griffins, right?
The
And
Griffins?
yeah,
The
let me see.
Griffins
Oh,
are
Carmine.
red.
Sorry, Carmine. It was the Carmine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So when I saw that shoe, I was like, hey, it's cool, man.
That's another poor cut shoe.
Like this one
Got it. Yep, those are the
he was
Carmines.
wearing. So that's when I saw that, I was like, hey, what kind of shoe is that? And that's when I found out it's a Jordan 1. And I'm like, hey, let me try that one. That's when I got the David Lettermans. I was like, let me see how I like the silhouette. It kind of looks like a boot slash sneaker. You know, it's an old basketball shoe. It reminds me of the Dunk Highs.
Dunk highs, yeah.
Yeah, there's something similar to it. I think back in the 80s, that was the kind of the shoe that was like really a basketball shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Jordan got his deal with Nike. Uh, I think it was first the Airship, right? The Airship was the original Jordan 1. And then they released the Jordan 1. So yeah, man. So that's what got me into the Jordan 1 collection. That became my taste.
Yo, I don't think I
Yeah.
ever mentioned this on my channel, man. How many people we got in
Mm.
chat? We got 18 people in the chat. I've been responding to a lot of you guys.
Thanks
I
for
think
watching.
Richard, I'll throw this out there. I think Richard said he do got a pair of Master 12 if anyone wants. And then he also made a comment about he need help to get those Weatherspoons. I'm like, bro, that ship has sailed and went. Anyway, yeah, the price what you see is probably the price you're gonna have to pay. Them shoes not coming down no time soon.
Yeah.
Black Professor X, what's up, man? He's in the building. Yo, I'm still tripping over his video that he did with Dan D, man. Yo, actually, Black Professor, man, me and Dan D did a podcast, bro. And we was at his spot. We was actually watching your video. This even before he did a reaction video of your video. He was like, we was watching the game. He goes, yo, let's pull your video up. And he was like, he did a little, I guess a pre-reaction video of watching yo, but we was rolling because yeah, you got him, man. Um, yeah. So Richard was asking about those. I guess they're called taxi 12s or tax season 12s because they came out when tax season did.
Yeah.
Man, I do own a pair of those. I think I rocked them things like 3 times. I do like them. I'm not opposed to having 12s. I'm not the biggest fan of 12s though.
I like the 12s. They're comfortable, man.
Everybody say that.
They
Everybody
they
say
got they got the full length air zoom.
full length, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
man. It
Scott?
is nice. It's like jumpy feeling, like when you're walking. I mean, you
Yeah.
can hope in them. I mean, it's a great basketball shoe, also, man. Just make sure make sure you tie those laces very good, and then you won't hurt your ankle.
Yeah.
Man, it's nice, man. To
Um,
my opinion.
yeah. Because I think who I was talking to, I think who told me about 12s that they like 12s. If it was somebody else that said the same exact sentiment that you did. But the story I was gonna tell you how I got into ones, man. Iverson is my favorite player, so I collect a lot of Iverson. Still got a lot over there, man. Probably end up selling a lot of my Iverson because I don't wear them. You know, I'm just gonna keep the OG colorways and just get rid of the rest. So I probably got like 8 or 9 pairs I'm gonna sell. There was a pair. There was a Laker colorways. It was a SNS exclusive shoe. I wanted that shoe. I found somebody on Twitter who was selling that shoe. They wanted something cheap. Which now in hindsight I should have copped. They were selling for $90. The thing was, I think it had no box. I think it was worn. And I was like, damn, I don't know if I want that. And then he's like, well, if you're not interested, I got this Jordan 1 UNC. I sell it to you for retail. What? UNC shoe came out a couple months back? You selling me for retail? I was like, you got the box. Yo, Jordan 1s is dope. Let me get it. So I bought the shoe from him off of Twitter, this guy. Got the shoe. Now, I didn't know how to legit check any shoe. And I took the insole out, and in the insole, there was the bottom of it, and it had the strings. Now to this day, you open any Jordan 1, take the insole out, you'll see the strings and some tape. And I thought that the shoe was fake because the tape was laying over the strings.
Kind of
now
sketchy. You like looking.
Yeah, not knowing no better, gullible and ignorant about the whole situation. I didn't know nothing, and I was like, "Bro, you sold me some fakes." So I put a hold on the PayPal, like, "Yo, these are fakes," and then I had everybody under the mother texting me that he knows. "Yo, bro, your shoes are legit. I know this is legit. He's a legit dude." So this guy had everybody tag me so I could release his funds, and I was like, to my close friend, they had a pair of UNCs. So let me legit check. So I sent pictures. I even sent school pictures, but that dude didn't respond. So I did my own research and I figured out, okay, they're legit, right? They're legit. So I copped them. I felt bad for the dude, man. I felt real bad. Like I held up his money because I thought it was some fake shoes. But nevertheless, though, I got the shoe and now I can appreciate now. Before I was like, I don't know if these real. I don't know if I should wear them because I didn't want nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
So after I came to my senses and realized these are legit shoes, and I started looking at them, it's like I really like it meant more to me to own that shoe now. And then I started looking for more shoes similar, and that's how my passion for one started. As you can tell behind me, grown tremendously, man, tremendously, and that's how I got into the ones.
That's cool, man. So this Jordan 1, it's like probably 80% of your collection. That's what I think. Is that true?
Yeah, man. Because
Yeah. So speaking of the Jordan 1s, that's basically the Air Jordan. But here in Europe, basketball shoes are not really that popular. I mean, they're selling out here, but that's over the years because it's a whole different time. But actually, here in Europe, the Air Max is really the popular shoe.
True.
Especially in the 90s. I mean, we're talking back in the 90s. There was this whole generation of techno / house music, and a lot of people were wearing Air Max. That's what I recall back in the 90s, like seeing those people walking around with Air Maxes. And actually, my first Nike shoe was an Air Max. It was the Air Max Tri-X.
Okay.
I hope they re-released them. It had the 3M on it, and I can't find a picture right now, but I'll send it to you next time.
Okay.
Hopefully they can release it again because it brings back a lot of memories. It was back in 1998, so it kind of looks like the 1998 Air Max. Yeah, and that. So basically, I also have the. Let me see.
To be fair, I remember in England when I think it was the Nike TMs dropped, but I remember everybody was going crazy over. I think they are. I can't remember. Let me look them up, see if I can find them. But yeah, that was a thing in Europe. It was Air Maxes. That was the whole movement over there.
Exactly, the Air Max 1. But there's also the 93, and this pair actually, I like them. And when I was in Marshalls like 2 years ago, I was in America on my holiday. I was in Long Beach. Shout out to Long Beach, California. I was walking around in the Marshalls, and I saw this standing there.
Oh, yes.
Like, what is this? It was with box and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at it. I'm like, whoa! And it was a size 11. I'm actually size 10, but I was like, I need to get it, man. It was only like $39.99. So I was like, man, I can't pass this out, man. I mean, I had to get it. So I put a double inlace soles in it. I'm like, you know what? Let me just rock them, man.
I like those.
I'm really happy to get these, man. So the Air Max are really like popular here in Europe, and I don't know how about America. How is it in America with the Air Max?
Air Max is still popular. It was popular in the 90s, so a lot of older people still to this day wear them. But I can almost guarantee it's definitely not because of comfort. It's more because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of people that grew up like in the 90s where, as teenagers, they were always rocking Air Maxes and that carry over. Some of them probably still have the original pair of Air Maxes they had back then. But the crave for Air Maxes is definitely not on the level of you guys. So that's why for Jordans, that would be my go-to site. Like I'm trying to get a pair of shoes that a lot of people in the United States will get. I go to
Yeah.
like the European sites to try to get those Jordans. But
Exactly.
when it's Air Maxes, I don't even bother going over to those sites because they're gonna be gone. They ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
they usually come to us to get the Air Maxes because they know they're not gonna get
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I see Marco Ortiz talking about Air Max 97 Tri-X. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of similar model like the one that I got. Yeah,
Gotcha.
man. Yeah. Basically, can I say one thing real quick? Let me show you something. So, do you know the Jordan 12 boxes? These ones. I was happy to see this box because this was the original box that was in the Air Max Tri-X that I had.
Ooh.
I mean, these were the boxes they were using back in the 90s. And I'm talking about 20 years ago. Yeah, man. So that's why when they released these boxes, I was like, whoa, it was a flashback to my childhood. And I'm like, yeah, this is the one. Hopefully they can release more of these boxes, man. These style are pretty cool, man. So they had like Nike, like a check here and Air Max on it. Hopefully we can see some pictures online about it. But yeah, man.
That's dope. I didn't even know they made different shoes. I still got boxes from the 90s, man. I still got some Hirachi
It's old
boxes.
school.
I still got my Iverson boxes from the 90s. Who else I have? I found some other shoes that I started like researching to see what they look like.
Yeah.
I had a lot of I didn't even know I had that much pair of Nikes back in the days, to be honest with you, man. I thought I was poor. Apparently I wasn't that poor. My mom was able to afford to buy me some Nikes.
That's nice, man.
My first Nike, I do remember when I was leaving New York. When we was leaving New York to move to Florida, my mom decided to buy me a pair of shoes. She took me to the sneaker shop and she bought my first pair of Nikes. It was some maroon Cortez, all leather joint. I remember to this day where she bought them from. I remember that shoe, but I don't own no Cortezes in my collection.
Yeah.
But I do remember that vividly, man. And if you talk about leather, man, if I could pull that shoe from the 90s, and I bring it to today and compare it, yeah, that shoe was it was an all leather maroon
Cool,
Cortez.
Yeah. Nice, man.
So I'm reading some of the chats at the same time. Somebody put this is Calvin. Yeah, it seems like it blocked you because you're using a curse word, so I'm not gonna allow that comment to fly. What Damn D do on his channel is Damn D. We're not gonna bring that negativity over here. If Damn D want to come through and say what's up, let him do so. But I'm not gonna allow that comment to fly. Plus, I know the person you're referring to too, so I'm cool with both cats. So I can't approve of that comment. Just throwing that out there, man. No hard feelings, bro. Professor X, I read your comment earlier too, bro. Yeah, that sucks that he ain't verified his account. But yeah, man, if you do see him, square him off. What's going on? I got them more for my love of Michigan basketball and football. Go blue. Lost the Irish tonight. Got all Michigan colorway Jordans except the 5s. I passed on those Michigan 5s. I mean 12s. Did you cop those?
Which one? The Michigans?
Yeah.
Well, I was almost gonna cop them because I do like I like Michigan, Detroit, because I'm actually an Eminem fan. So I was like, shout out to Eminem to get the Michigans, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get it. Nah. So I left them, and they basically they didn't release them in Europe.
Makes sense because it's an NCAA team, right? It's like there's no correlation to that. And I get just to have a shoe, I get it, but I don't foresee why they would release it overseas.
Yeah.
And Jordan Brand be doing some, I don't want to say stupid because I don't know who's watching, man. Oh, Frank, you think we're stupid? Okay, well, let's resend that invite that we had, you know what I mean? So, but they do some stuff that I can't relate to. I don't get like the release tracks. Wasn't this year, but it was last year. There was releasing shoes that make more sense to release in the States than it did overseas. I wish I had some examples. Obviously, we know like the international threes. Like, okay, the international threes, they're international for a reason. So if they didn't release them here, I get it. But they released them here. So it's like, why are you even calling them international threes? whatever. But last year they had some shoes that released overseas, and I couldn't fathom why they did so opposed to the States. Again, not hating on anyone in Europe. You know, I'm glad you guys get shoes that we can't get. Kind of mix up the pot a little bit, right? Give it a little bit more exclusivity when I have to reach out to you to get a shoe, and I'm only a selected few here in the States and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I get that, but some of it doesn't make sense. Let it make sense, and then do it.
Yeah, it would be cool to kind of like the same way how you get called out to a court meeting, or how do you call it? Like, I know in America it's kind of like a thing. They have like your duties. I hope something happens like that with the Nike or Jordan. Like, they call you out as a customer, as a as a as a Jordan collector,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically go to the board meeting and have a look at like what the
Oh,
idea is,
oh,
and
they
you
have.
can give them your point of view.
Oh, you they have, man.
Yeah, that would be cool, man.
Oh, that yeah, it'll be cool from us,
It's
but from
it's like you get a golden ticket, like, hey, I
yeah.
need to go to Jordan, man, but it's a secret meeting. But basically, I'm gonna talk about the upcoming sneakers, and if I find it cool or not.
They
Bring it
actually
up.
do that. So
Yeah,
yeah, they do that. I see a
yeah.
lot like Steph Fowler. He gets a lot of invites to situations like that. I remember a couple years ago, Fomer Kais Joxley was also doing a commercial shoot for Jordan Brand. So they got pulled into events. This is around the Space Jam time. So it's around
Oh yeah,
2016.
it was
So
with the whole Space Jam pack, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
was able to get those shoes. So they
cool.
do that now. It's cool when there's a finite amount of people they can do that for. Assuming they can't do it for everybody, which is, I guess, keep it special in the sense that these people did earn the ability to get in those spots, and salute to them. They get to see, you know, the stuff that's coming up in the future. Now, I think a lot of people's gripe is it's cool that you got these influencers in there, but what would be great would if you can get the impactful minds in there, like the people who like love the creativity, who love the design, who love the artwork, the people who, you know, saying the material designers type mentality.
Yeah,
We're a collector, and we like the byproduct of what these products are. You know what I'm saying? We like what it
yeah,
looks like after post production. Majority of us is, and then there's people who live and die and sweat, like, because that's their whole motive. It's like designing, and they want to get their hands dirty in that. And I would like to see more creative people in that aspect show their skills and with Jordan Brand on that level.
yeah,
You know, opposed to, and there's probably some cats that do customizations that just also in the same realm. They're very
yeah.
good with their hands, and it can make dope products. But
Cool.
given the opportunity, probably now I would like to see Jordan Brand work with those people because they can come outside, you know, be creative in that aspect and think outside the box.
Exactly.
Like, yo, that's a B grade leather. You don't want to take the cow that's 8 years old. Get the
Yeah.
cow that's 13 years old. That love, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yes. Exactly.
they'll
Yeah,
make
man.
the
Would be
people
cool.
don't care about that cardboard
Yeah.
leather. They don't care about the fake tumble looking leather. They like the
Yeah.
medium. They want the, you know what I mean? They want the
Exactly.
mad cow disease type.
Yeah, man.
I don't know making it show, but
I got a question for you. What would you think if Nike would give, I mean, Jordan would give a Nike ID for the Jordan 1?
hell no. Don't want to you know, bastardize my shoe. They're already
Yeah.
bastardizing the ones, man.
Yeah.
They run out of colorways, bro. You saw the shoes that
Yeah.
dropped today?
Hmm. Yeah.
Do
The
you pick any of
Nigels.
those up?
I'm sorry?
Do you pick any of those shoes up that dropped today?
I'm gonna try to look for them, man.
Wait, they dropped overseas.
Which one are you talking about?
The guava, I think it was like the guava.
Let me see. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see.
What? You didn't see the besides the Nigel Sylvesters, you didn't see the other joints that dropped?
Oh, let me see. Oh, let me check very quick. Which one?
I'll tell you right now. Apparently, I don't think you know. It's called the Guava Ice.
No, man.
You can get that shoe right now for $115. And then after that, you got the high olive canvas,
Hmm.
and you have the high uh, vintage coral. Those 3 shoes dropped today. You can get them all right now on SNS. If you want to get them right now, StockX, they're going for 115 my size. That's the guava ice. If you wanted the vintage coral, those are going for 246. I don't know why, because you can go on Sneakers and stuff and buy them for 149 with $10 shipping and handling. The green joints is also going for 254, and those joints, again, these are all my size 12. Those shoes dropped today. So so your question is, would I like to see a Nike ID? There's a lot of shoes that Jordan's producing that we don't like. And for us to give a Nike ID model to the Jordan 1 would just kind of you just ruin it, right? Because now you're going to have all kinds of crazy looking shoe colors. So I would not want to see Jordan put Nike ID on any retro Jordan. Yeah, man. And I don't foresee. I'm sure there's a clause in Jordan, in Jordan's, the athlete Jordan, like, you're not gonna ruin my legacy by throwing random colors. Now you got somebody in the flu games in the Orlando Magic colorway. Instead of being red and black, they kind of like gray and blue or blue and black.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't care to see that.
Yeah, I would like it if it was, but I think you're right.
Thanks, Cortez.
Yeah, it's gonna make it really like really a shoe that's everyone is gonna be rocking, and it's gonna be looking like really strange, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of flooded with all these strange colors.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm trying to read the wildlife no more. So everybody was just saying the question. So you haven't seen those shoes drop? You didn't even know those shoes dropped today?
No, man.
What?
I didn't pay attention to that, man.
What?
All I was seeing was the Jordan 1, the Nigels, and the John Elliott LeBrons.
I did see that. When those dropped?
They dropped like yesterday in Europe, but I don't know. In America, it was like you had to sign up.
Yeah.
On the USA sneakers app.
Yeah.
You have to sign up, and then you'll get selected. It's kind of like a big raffle.
Got it. I saw them on the Sneakers and Stuff app. I don't know if it was this morning or last. I think it was last night.
Sold out immediately, man.
When I got there, was a size 8 left.
Oh yeah.
It won't let me. It's like you said, it was sold out because they won't let me put it in the cart. Sneaker and Stuff would not let me win a raffle, man. I know a lot of people around me who's like, "Yo, I won." I'm like, Sneakers and Stuff, I've been doing business with you for 3 years, man. Come on, bro. Let me get one raffle so I can say I won a raffle.
Exactly.
But to be fair, man, I hit on Sneakers and Stuff. I almost had a sweep. You remember when the Jordan 6 Wheats, which is another shoe I want to double up on. The Jordan 6 Wheats. I know a lot of people don't care for that shoe. It's suede. It's a harvest color. That was a winter shoe last year. I copped that 2 weeks before they dropped in the States. In the same stroke, I copped the Air Jordan 1 Harvest as well, the all suede joints. That's in the Nike outlets right now for $79 with 30% off. I bought that retail day one. I copped those two.
Me too, man.
And that was here's the sweep. And then they dropped the Lilies Jordan 1, Lily Mays Jordan 1, and I had it in cart. And I went to checkout and it was getting payment error. And I know what I needed to do, but I panicked and I was so excited. I switched from my cellular data to Wi-Fi. And you already know what happens. It dropped the connection. It was gone.
Yeah.
I just waited. I had it in cart. It was in cart my size. So as a consolation prize that same day, this is how many shoes I picked up. So I got that shoe. So those 2 shoes. And then I went to the trophy room. Trophy room had a drop. They dropped in the 16s, I believe it was. I forgot. Yeah, I think it was the 16s. They was going for like $223 or $323. It was the most expensive retail pair of shoes I bought to date.
That's a lot, man.
It was.
Yeah.
And I just only did because it was like a consolation. I was like,
yeah.
I felt bad. Like I didn't get those Lily Mays. So
yeah, man, those were nice, man. Lily Mays. and they were kind of like the shadow colorway, but in satin.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
I
why I
like.
was like, yeah, there was a nice story behind it. But I'm not gonna pick those up because it's like the resale value is very high for that one, man. So I'm like, nah,
Gucci.
I'm not even gonna bother paying that much money for that, man.
Yeah, man.
Move on to the next shoe.
I hear you. That's it, man. I'm to that point, like we talked about earlier. For a lot of people joining, yo, appreciate you stepping in this chat room, leaving your comments. Keep leaving your comments if you want to ask your boy a question, whether it's me or Red. A questions. This is my connect from overseas, but not really. Look out for your boy anytime. There's releases that I can't get here in the States, and he's blessed me with multiple pairs of shoes. Some of the shoes that your boy blessed me with is the Air Jordan 1 K54s. He got those for me last year. Then he turned around and hit me up with the Air Jordan 3 free throws, right? Air Jordan 3 free
Yeah,
throws. I can't want to say Justin
exactly.
Timberlake's, but they were not Justin Timberlake's. Are they? No, they're not.
No, not the Justin Bieber. So
And
we'll see.
then he came through and bless your boy was an Air Jordan 3. What are those? Those are the K3s, right? Those are the K. Those are this year version of the Jordan Ks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
K3s. Yo, I did the video and I put them up, man. It's still sitting up there. I haven't even looked at them twice, bro. That's another thing when you have a lot of shoes. You get the shoe and it's like on to the next, man. You don't get it's like you don't get to enjoy it, man. You really don't. But anyways, man, we got 17 people in the chat. This podcast was overdue. We actually tried to do this podcast 2 weeks ago. So he is my first guest. This is something I'm going to try to do weekly. So I appreciate your boy. Say what's up to Ray. I'll make sure I leave his information in description. I'm not sure if he's hooking people up. Again, he's fam, so please look out for your boy, man. But I can't tell him what to do. Yeah, don't hook him up, Rita. But he can make his own decisions. But yeah, man, keep leaving those comments down below if you guys have any questions for him or I.
And by the way, don't forget to put some likes in this video, man.
Of course,
For the efforts what Franklin is doing right now, man. He's helping out the sneaker community also, man. And
most definitely. Most definitely, man. So we just wrapping, man. I just want to get him on camera for everything he has done for me. This is the way I can show my appreciation. Anything he needs in the States, obviously, I got you. And you guys too as well, man. You guys always hit me up about shoes and the Nike outlet. And so since I have some of you guys here, and probably most of you guys will watch it later. Hopefully you do, you know what I'm saying? If not, maybe I should address in another video. These outlets are not close. So when you guys make these customized or personalized cops or pickups that I should do for you, keep in mind I'm driving an hour one direction just to do a video. Part of me doing it I have no qualms of doing it. I just like what I do. I've been Nike outlet shopping for a long time, way before YouTube was even invented. Was it? YouTube was invented in 2004. So maybe not as long, but equally as long. I would say that much, right? So I could pick up a pair of shoes, and I could pick up a pair of shoes for me. I can also buy multiple pairs of shoes and possibly do for you. But the last time I pick up a multitude of shoes, not everyone cop, which is not a problem because I don't fault people for not buying the shoes. But what I do have a concern about is when people do make personal preference of shoes that they ask me to pick up. I can't pick up for every single one. So stay tuned for my subscriber pickups when I do offer that again. I'll try to do that once a month. And if it's a spot that's I frequent a lot, or I'm gonna go back there and I know for a fact a shoe is there, then maybe I can do that because I'm already in the spot. But if it's like, hey, can you get me some blah blah blah? Like I'm not gonna search down every single aisle for one individual shoe. I can't do that, man. I can't make a vlog, look for what I'm interested in, and then look for what you're interested in as well. So just keep that in mind when I can't pick you guys' shoes up. Anyways, man, hit that like down below for your boy. Go ahead and follow Reed on Instagram. I'm gonna leave his link down below. Follow me if you need to. Continue to follow me on this YouTube channel, this YouTube journey. We hit 10,000K and we keep climbing. Right in, man.
Someone in chat asked if I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to set up a YouTube channel, also a sneaker channel. I'm gonna have it also. I'm gonna talk in English. I still need to do the first moves, man. I need to get a new laptop. I got the cameras. I just need to get the ideas and just put it out, man. So You can put the link down there, Frank, if you want.
Most def.
Yeah, that people can subscribe already if they want. I mean, or they can just follow me on Instagram. But I'll keep y'all up to date, man.
Definitely. So yeah, definitely let me get that link. I'll post that up. And I think his name
Appreciate
is
it.
Paki for Life. Are you Pakistani? Paki for Life said, what's the best outlet to go to? He's coming from London. The best Nike outlet. So I never had a bias of any Nike outlet. Nike outlets is best effort. Wherever you go to, that's the best Nike outlet you can be at. Whatever outlet you cop the best deals at, that's the Nike outlet at that moment that have those deals that you can cop is the best outlet. There's no one Nike outlet that's oversees anyone until I copped those phones for $63, until I got those red suede ones for $89, until they released multiple pairs of those Kawhi Leonard Jordan ones in the outlet for 100. What? That has to be. Yes. The same Nike outlet. And I was gonna go there that day. So there was a photo floating around. This guy had 3 pairs of Kawhi's Jordan ones. And it was so sad. They let him cop multiple pairs at once. I would prefer them let him go back in line. Maybe he did. I don't know. But somebody walked out of it. The day when I got those phones, I was at the right place at the right time. Me and my son decided to walk further down the aisle, and they dropped all those phones out at once. I came back 2 minutes later. One guy had 4 boxes in his hand. So what they did, it allowed him to pick up 4 boxes and buy them at once. It's not like buy one, get back in the line, buy a second one. It's all like whatever you can grab. And even then, they told him that he couldn't buy them because he bought shoes earlier that day, and there's a cap, a quantity of how many shoes you can purchase. So he bought his wife. I guess he called her. She was around the corner, wherever the case is. So he was able to cop all those shoes. They was going for $99 originally, but later on they had a sale. I bought my shoe back. They discounted additional 30% off. Plus they gave me a military discount. And no, I'm not in the military, but I ended up getting it for $63.
That's cool, man.
So the Nike clearance store in Kissimmee, I'm gonna say, is the best Nike outlet store you can go to in Orlando. Yeah. Just saying.
There are differences. I don't know if Bucky for Life knows about the difference between the clearance store and the factory store. The factory store is more like that's what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the collection of Nike that they just took out from the last season, like those that they don't sell anymore. So they put it in the store, and then the clearance store is really like the last what's remaining of the previous seasons. So it's even cheaper price.
That's
so the clearance is even cheaper. Yeah, so you can find better deals there, but you have to search even harder.
Got it.
And you'll probably in the hash wall you'll find a lot of shoes, but of course the box is the lid is already taken off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
A few people ask if I'm gonna cop those Concord 11s. If my name ain't Nitty, I'm not. Actually, technically, it is not. So, but I am gonna cop those 11. What about you?
I'm kind of on the fence, man.
What? What?
I know it's yeah. I mean, I didn't get the Space Jams.
I didn't either. Regret it though.
Yeah, you regret it? Yeah, because they restocked it again here in Europe. Like I'm talking about 5 months ago. But yeah, I don't know, man. I got the 72 10s, Jordan 11s. I don't know, man. I like the Concourse. Probably I'll get it, but depends on how much.
You're saying that now.
Yeah.
You're Jordan fatigue, but when the moment comes and you see all the hype build up, you're gonna be like, I need to get in line.
I think they're gonna bring it out in a lot of volumes. That's what I think.
Oh yeah.
Overproduce it.
Oh
so
yeah.
if I can get it for the low with a coupon, I'll get it.
You're not gonna get it with a coupon. Yeah. You're not gonna have time to get it with a coupon.
It's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because the Jordan 11s, they didn't sell out the last years.
But they're not the OG colorways. You talking about the
Space Jams? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those not OGs. Those are like, but let's try this little experiment. They're still sold out. I actually wanted 2 pairs and I ended up only getting one. I was late picking up my second pair by like 45 minutes. It's like, Frank, you know better, man. Them things are gone. I was like, all right, whatever. It wasn't meant to be. I was gonna get 2 pairs of the red joints. So, but I can't wait to the holidays, man. I don't know. I just love the holidays. Jordan releases for the holidays is cool. But it's not just Jordan releases. It's just like the fact of the feeling of like, I don't know. There's something about copping shoes in the winter. There's that feeling where only the true sneakerheads can be out there in the rain or in the cold to cop a pair of shoes. Getting up early in the morning when you know it's cold outside, that it kind of deters other people from wanting to get up that early and give you more opportunity to cop that shoe.
It's the hunt feeling. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think something to look out for is also the Black Friday deals, because I noticed on the website Nike also gets a restock. So they restock in some sneakers. So that's also something to be aware of, man.
Around Christmas time, do you think?
Yeah, around the Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
Like if you go on the website, you'll see some restocks of Jordans. So we'll see.
Yo, the man has spoken and you have delivered, man. Rita told you guys to hit the like buttons and the like just double. It was at 7 thumbs. Now it's at 14 thumbs, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, boys, man.
Thank you for reminding them to do so. Richard made a comment. He said he didn't get the Space Jams with the 45 in the back, but he got 2 pairs of the original release. So I also got 2 pairs of the original release back in 2009. Here's my dumbass reasoning back then. Frank, you don't need 2 pairs. Return one. So I did. It was to a point where the people and the champs who I took it to return it to looked at me sideways. What are you doing, sir? I'm like, I'm returning this pair of shoes. They were like, why? I said, I don't need 2 pairs. Why? I was like, I don't need 2 pairs of Space Jams. And he's like, all right. Now, I returned it in Ocala. The Ocala store didn't even get any. I got mine waiting in line. This time they did midnight releases back then.
Yeah.
So me and Carter's mom was in line right like maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock that evening, all the way up till later that night. And she bought me a pair and I bought myself a pair. So I had 2 pairs. I actually told that story on the way to pick up I don't think the win like 96s, red or blue joints, whatever. I think it was the red joints I wanted to pick up. I remember telling that story to you guys. And to this day, I regret it because I ended up playing basketball in my only pair. Not indoor ball, outdoor ball. So I destroyed those shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I hope they restock them, man.
I hope so. Which one? Which one?
The Space Jams, right? You were talking about Space Jams?
They may not. I can see the Space Jams releasing like at a new store randomly or an employee store randomly. But
it's going to be difficult, man. It's going to be difficult to get in there. It's going to be difficult then, yeah. There's a lot of people lining up for that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Rita, man, I'm going to wrap it up here, man.
Yes.
The energy has left. I'm getting tired and drained. I still got to edit a video to edit. And it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. We did good, man. I said I didn't want to go for like 2 hours, but we managed to do an hour and 25 minutes, which is good. Which is bad. Well, not bad because I was
pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're talking, the time goes by very fast, man. You don't really have a sense of time actually when you're communicating.
Nah.
Talk about what you like. We have the same interest also. Yeah, man. And I'm looking forward for the next upcoming podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
Dan Deem's coming over also, or he's gonna be online.
Yeah, so me and Dan did a podcast when he was here in Tampa. When I hooked up with the homie, but the audio was crappy, and I hate to bother somebody. So he already did it. He even offered it. Was supposed up inside. It's like, yo, we could do it here because it's like, hey, we can continue the podcast because he was literally editing his video for that day, so he can have it up that night, and doing a podcast with me. And because we had to leave because the computer died, he's like, yo, we can continue at the spot. And I was like, nah, I think I got enough. But when I started editing and stuff, the audio was crappy. I would have had to do too much work to get the audio up to the levels where I need so everyone can hear it. So I reached out to him not too long ago, say, yo, you mind doing that over? He's like, yo, no problem. So should be my next guest on here. And I told him we're going to do it live. So it's just going to be a one-on-one with DMD, similar to a conversation I had with you. Get to know people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to bring no beef in here. We ain't going to bring no drama. We're just going to have I'm asking the tough questions like I did in person. So, yeah, I'm going to reach out to him so we can get this thing up and popping. Hopefully it'll be next week.
Yeah, man.
But
yeah, man. Shout out to DMD also, man. He's funny as funny videos, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I also want to give a shout out if that's okay with you.
Actually, we don't allow shout outs on the channel. Of course.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right. Then I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
All
right.
Just gonna give a shout out, of course, to you, man. Thanks for letting me in this podcast. Appreciate it, man. And maybe in the future, if I'm coming over to Florida, I'll just drop by. Maybe we can hit the outlets and take a look, see what they have there. I also want to give a shout out to some sneaker YouTubers that I'm also following. Also, Skinny, the podcast of Skinny, interesting. I find it very interesting to have a lot of sneaker YouTubers talking, like the Retro Kid, Whiz Kid.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other YouTubers, man. They're the cool guys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you, man. Just let's hope we all just stay positive, man, and just do our thing. And basically it's all about shoes, man. It's about sneakers, about the passion that we have for sneakers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wish all our guests could be as positive as you, and I wish everybody in the comment section can be very insightful, which they have. I don't see much drama, actually no drama, which I love, man. It's more enjoyable when you can converse and have your passion, you know what I'm saying, or your passion bleed through this microphone or through these video streams, these live streams, and everybody listen, man. And mostly, like I always said, man, some people have way more insight than the people in front of this camera, like myself. So that's why I always like to read the chat. I always like to hear other people's opinion, and I like when people leave comments because they're insightful. Sometimes the message don't get across because they don't have a platform. They may not choose to have a platform. So I always want to listen to the audience and hear what they got to say, man. They can definitely enrich us in that way too. Uplift us.
Yeah.
And keep this culture moving forward.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. I am beat. I think I'm probably gonna finish editing this video so I can have it up in the morning. If you guys haven't watched my previous video, man, I got a video right now, Nike Outlet, where I copped those. 1 second. You're not gonna be the only one to show shoes in this podcast without me. I ain't show one shoe. I'll let you show all your shoes.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you got yours all neatly in the how do you call it? The drop front boxes.
Yeah.
So I understand it's kind of like oh, okay. Let me see.
Cop this.
Oh shit, you got it, man. Yeah, man. Those are nice, man.
Nike Outlet for the low. For the low, man. For the low.
How much was it?
I think I paid $130. Let me see.
Yeah.
$139.
$139. And the retail was how much?
The retail was $200. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see that. The retail was $200. That's my latest cop. Part 2 is coming up today. There was another cop in that video as well. Somebody asked, can they buy these off of me? And the question is no, man. Unfortunately, I cannot sell them to you. Sorry about that, because they're sold already. These are not my size 10.5. They had multiple sizes before I got there, but I always say luck is timing and opportunity. My timing was impeccable because I was there the day they was offering a discount. If I was there 2 or 3 days prior, I would have probably got my size, but I wouldn't got the discount. Now I had to come back and make a second trip to then get the discount. Or they may not even offer these at a discount because they was all sold. This being the only one left, they offer me a 30% off of this. So I was able to cop these. Now they're not my size, that's why I had to let them go. I didn't win
wear
after
those
this
on
anyway.
Christmas, man.
Huh?
You should wear those on Christmas.
They don't even fit,
with
bro.
the gold and
Yeah, man.
Those are nice, man.
I appreciate it, man. So let me figure out how I can stop this stream. Hey, man. Rita, you already said I'm definitely link your stuff in the description. This is podcast beta, so forgive me for the poor production and being all over the place and trying to figure things out. I got 12 people watching, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for watching my videos and also supporting me by watching this podcast. Do continue to watch. I'm back on my outlet grind. Today is today's technically not Labor Day, but maybe it is when you're watching this video. But today is Sunday morning. Salute to big homie. He's up early, very early. He's 6 hours ahead of us. So he's 8 o'clock there now?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock, man.
So it's 8 o'clock there.
I'm gonna go to bed, man.
You going to bed?
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, he's going straight to bed. So let me finish this introduction so I can let the man go to bed. If you haven't watched my videos, did I already said that? I think I did. But anyways, man, continue watching my videos. Hit the subscribe button if you need to. Hit the notification bell so you can know when I drop a video similar to this, or come back to my channel frequently so you can see when I'm dropping a podcast, because I'm trying to go live at least once a week. Everybody else, man, keep leaving your comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And you already know my slogan. Good to go.
Peace out, bros.
Later.